Welcome to the Queen Amani Show, all the way from the Queen City. Here she is, Queen Amani.
Welcome to the Queen Amani TV show, all the way in the castle here in beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina, in the Queen City. It is just so beautiful today. Oh my goodness, the weather's great, it feels great, and this week has just been beautiful. Thank you for tuning in today. We have a great show today, and I hope that you've just been enjoying being here in the castle with me and my babies, because you know Chanel and Rocket and Cody too, they just love being here in the castle with us. So today we have a really good show. And I want to thank you too for sharing all the great things that you have going on. You know, I just love it when people are sharing their stories too, and how they're going after their dreams and making their dreams come true, and even sharing, you know, when things get a little challenging and different things like that, but just pushing through it, because you know here at the Queen Amani TV show, we believe in pushing through all the negative, yucky stuff that we can't control, and just increasing our faith, you know, building on our faith, so we can get to where we really want to be and accomplishing those dreams and making them come true. So, you know, something that I feel that is a really big key in making sure that you are on the right track to achieve your dreams. And this is something that I had to really make sure that, you know, I emphasize in my very own life. And that is forgiveness, the power of forgiveness. So, you know, here at the Queen Amani TV show, I've shared a lot of different things. And I begin to open up with you all about a lot of different things that I've even went through in my life. Things that, some things I had no control over. And one of those big things and really challenging things for me to even share with you all here at the Queen Amani TV show was the loss of my best friend. So I've opened up to you all about how I felt about that, and it was really hard for me to do. But I felt good in the end that I did it, because for me, even just talking about it, you know, just talking about what I went through with that, and it being so challenging and so hard and so difficult for me, just now opening up to you all here at the Queen Amani TV show about it really makes me feel good, makes me feel a lot better, that now at least I can talk about it. And so I have been watching American Idol. And there is one girl in particular, she's singing and she's on there and she's one of the contestants. And I don't remember her name right off. Oh my goodness. You know, but she's been so good, and I love her voice, and I liked her page on the Queen Amani TV show page. I liked her page because I love her music and I love her voice. But most of all, what I love about her is that she kind of has been taking us on the journey of some of the things that she's been, you know, that she's went through and going through in life. And one of the things that she talked about was that there was a time when she was in an abusive relationship, and it was really hard for her, and she went through a lot of things with that. And you know, I listened to her story, and I just remember feeling on the inside of me like, you know, it's okay to open up about these things. It's okay to talk about some of the things you've overcome, even though it's not always easy. Even though I know that I get a little nervous sometimes just even sharing certain things and talking about them. But I noticed one of the things that she was saying was that was her past, and she wanted to move on into what the future had to offer. And for me, I feel that way. I know that there have been a lot of things that, like I said, I had no control over in my past, and very difficult things for me to have to really work through. But the thing that I feel is the biggest thing that I could do for myself, it was learning to forgive. Certain people that I feel like hurt me, or things that I went through, meaning like my girlfriend's husband, he took her life, and I had at one time a lot of emotions inside of me that weren't necessarily positive. I didn't want to, I'm not a revengeful type of person, so it's not like I felt like, well, I want to get him back, or I feel this way, feel that way, because I just don't feel that way. That's just not my makeup. But I did feel like really hurt by it, of course, and I just didn't understand why. That was my biggest thing. Like, why did he do it, But most of all, the thing that I had to learn is that I could spend a lifetime trying to figure out all these things that I probably would never figure out. I just will never figure them out. And there comes a point where when you want to go on and move on into your future for what your future has to offer you, I had to even learn that, look, I need to learn to let this go, even though I can't make sense of it, I don't understand it, yada, yada, yada. I gotta let it go, just for my sake, to be able to move on to bigger and better. And also, I had to learn the power in forgiveness. Even though I don't know my girlfriend's husband that well, I still in my heart had to learn to forgive him. And it's the thing I learned about the whole forgiving thing was, it wasn't so much as forgiving him for his sake, it was forgiving him for my sake. And why I say that is because, in order to move on and to be peaceful within yourself, you have to forgive people that have maybe hurt you or have done things, maybe that have bullied you or whatever it may be. And I've told you all here at the Queen Amani TV show, I've went through bullying, probably at every level. I've experienced it. I remember when I was a young girl in school, from junior high to high school, I got bullied because I was the only black girl in my class, and then when I got around certain people, it was like, are you trying to be white? Are you trying to be like this? No, not at all. But those are some of the things that I got teased about, and then to grow older and to, be bullied online. And I actually think a lot of people experience cyberbullying. I think it's a really, really big deal that a lot of people go through, just because technology is we live in that age now, right? So many people are online, through social media, whether it's Facebook or Instagram or, all these different social media sites. And I think that there are a lot of people that go online and they bully people, why they do it, I don't know. I know that I've been a victim of being bullied online, and not just that. There was a time where, at my home, I've talked about having my mail being opened, and that's just, you talk about an uncomfortable feeling. That is a very scary, horrible, uncomfortable feeling to know that, you're just walking out to your mailbox, you're going to check your mail, and you see that your mail has been tampered with and opened on several occasions, and then you try to, look into it. And for me, I know I went to the post office, and for them to say, we don't know what happened to your mail. I mean, for them it was strange. So to have things like that happen that I could never really get an understanding from, could never really understand it. I mean, even if I thought about it all day long, it's not going to do anything. I'm not going to get anything out of trying to understand something that is just bigger than me. So what did I have to do? I had to just learn to forgive. Just forgive it. Forgive the situations that I have no control over. Let it go, so I can move on to the bigger and better things that life has for me. And I'm saying this to say I had to learn the power in forgiveness. And I'm sure that there have been challenging things that you may have went through, hurtful things that you may have went through, things that you may have never been able to understand why. Like, I'm not sure if you've ever experienced that why me feeling. Why me? Why did I have to go through this? And I'm just saying this to say, you may never have an understanding of why you, or why did this person have to hurt me, or why did I have to do this or go through this. We all have kind of been there. The thing I want you to understand is you have to let it go to be able to move on to your, the bigger and better things that you want to go after in life. You can either stay stuck in a place of trying to figure out why all this has happened to you and woe on me. I can tell you, I probably went through about a good 3 years of my life, no kidding, and trying to figure out why all these things had happened to me. What a big waste of my life, right? What a big waste of time. Now when I look back on it, of course, when I was going through it, I didn't feel like it was that long. But now when I look back on it, I'm like, man, I went through a big time in my life where I just was trying to figure out why all these things was happening. When I look back on it, I really didn't figure much out other than to realize at some point you got to just move on, and so I want you to take from me, I don't really want you to have to go through anything in life where you have to spend time in such a long waiting period trying to figure out why all these things are happening to you that you have no control over. I want you to just realize that you got to wake up and realize that you have bigger and better things to accomplish, and you have to go after your dreams, and you don't have time to waste on trying to figure out why all these things have happened negative that you don't have control over. I know that it's tough, and I know that it's challenging. I've been there. It's okay. So we're gonna go after our dreams, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it together. I want you to hang tight. We have to go to a commercial, and we'll be right back. Welcome to the Queen Amani Show. Thank you for joining us here at the Queen Amani Show in the castle. If you would like to come in the castle and share your story of the great things that you have going on, make sure you connect with us at Queen Amani TV Show at gmail.com. You can send us an email at the Queen Amani TV Show at gmail.com, and also look for our Facebook page, Queen TV Show at Facebook.com. And we also have an Instagram page, and that's the Queen TV Show. So make sure you follow us there at Facebook and Instagram, and also send us an email so you can be a guest here in the castle at the Queen Amani TV Show. And thanks for tuning in. Welcome back to the Queen Amani TV Show, all the way in the castle in the beautiful Queen City. Thank you for tuning in today here in the castle. I just love you. I love it when you tune in, and we have been having such a great season 2 here at the Queen Amani TV show. We are so blessed, and I've met such awesome people, and thank you for sharing your stories and the different things that you're going after, making your dreams come true, and just sharing and opening up about things that have been difficult for you, but you're getting through it. You're getting through it. So thank you for that. Here at the Queen Amani TV show, I talk about things that have been challenging for me at times, and even difficult for me to really even open up about. But I love you so much here at the Queen Amani TV show. It's only fitting that if I'm going to share these things and open up about certain things that have been difficult for me, I only want to do it here at the Queen Amani TV show in the castle. So today, we were talking about the power of forgiveness. And I was just talking about how when you forgive people or you forgive things that you just haven't had control over, you really have never understood why, maybe you have had to go through certain things or endure certain things. We were just talking about how you just got to let it go. You have to let it go so you can move on to the bigger things that you really want to go after in life. For me, I was just talking about before our commercial break how I spent a good amount of time just trying to figure out things that I couldn't figure out. To this very day, there are things that I could never really understand. And I just realized that some things you're just not going to understand. It's really not for you to understand. And thankfully for me, with increasing my faith and my relationship with God, because I am a Christian and I do believe in Jesus, I know that everyone has their own beliefs and their own, and here at the Queen Amani TV show, I don't look down on anyone. Everyone has their right to believe in what they believe in, and that's quite frankly okay with me. So, whatever that is, it's fine. But for me, I increase my faith and really in believing in Jesus, and that is what helped me to really be able to just move on from all the yucky that I just could not control, to be able to go after the bigger and better things that I really wanted to accomplish, and so I would just encourage you to find those things, find your happy place, find things that make you happy, find things. I know one show we talked about how getting involved with organizations, positive organizations. There's so many good charitable organizations that you can get involved with here in Charlotte, really great organizations. Find what makes you happy, even if you're not necessarily doing what you want to do ultimately, your dream. In the meantime, find things that you can do that are positive things that can make you happy, and that will give you a peace, because I can assure you that will help you to take your mind off of the things that you have no control over. I just had to realize for myself that I was really spending a lot of time, and I thought that I was being a positive person, but I was spending a lot of time thinking a lot on the negative. Now, why do I say that? Okay, well, I would think about all the time, the loss of my girlfriend, the things that I just couldn't control. And I realized that, really that was negative, because there was nothing I could really do about it. There was nothing that I could change. I mean, other than worry about something that still wasn't going to control the situation, it was just really negative. It was just a waste of my time. So I had to realize that, I got to do other things that are positive things, to really take my mind off of the things that I can't control. And also I have to forgive at the same time, and forgive the things that again, I have no control over it. And with that, I had to forgive even my girlfriend's husband. Now, you may think, whoa, that's huge. Yes, it was huge. It wasn't easy, to gain the power of forgiveness, to forgive someone that took my girlfriend's life. But I had to do it for my sake, because I needed the peace. I needed to have more peace in my life. I wanted more happiness so I can move on to really go after other positive things, like the Queen Amani TV show. Isn't it awesome? I mean, don't you just love the Queen Amani TV show? Because I know that I do. And for me to just be sitting here and have this amazing blessing to be able to come to you each week, and to have my show here on Access 21 is an amazing blessing. And I even talked about how, I believe it was the Faith Over Fear, TV show, that if I would have stayed in a place of worrying about all the things that I didn't have control over, I wouldn't be here now coming to you every week here at the Queen Amani TV show. I truly would have missed this blessing altogether. And so, I just want you to realize, I don't want you to have to go through a long period of time in your life where you're missing out on your blessings. What blessings are you missing out on now because you can't gain the power to forgive something you have no control over? What grudges are you holding on to? What thoughts are you having? You may think you're being positive, but what thoughts are you having that are actually really negative? Are you spending a lot of time thinking about people that may have hurt you, things that hurt you, things that places you went that didn't feel good, or you were hurt there in that place? Are you worried about those things? Are you spending time thinking about those things? If you are, it's negative. It's not positive. And so I would encourage you to find your happy place. If you're not doing what you want to be doing, ultimately, your dream. What I mean by that is, for me, I have always dreamed about having a TV show. When I was a little girl, I talked about that here on another TV show. I have always wanted a TV show. Well, this has begun to manifest as of 2015. It was the first season. Now we're in the second season. And I will tell you that this all came about, I know it without a doubt, because I had the power to forgive. I forgave all the things and the people that I feel like hurt me, that I couldn't understand. I let it go. I woke up one day and I just realized I didn't want to ever feel the way that I was feeling anymore. I wanted to let all that baggage go so I could just be peaceful and be blessed and to have bigger things. So today, I would encourage you to, and Rocket would encourage you to, let it go. Let all that negativity go. Think about your dreams. Think about the good things that you want in your life. Think on those things and work every day to achieve it, one step at a time. And I realize that, every day is not going to be a sunshiny day. But you know what? When it rains, you can make your own sunshine. You can do it. And you have the power in you to forgive. I know for me, if I could do it, truly, if I could do it, because I know how tough it was, it wasn't easy. I can tell you it was probably one of the toughest things I've ever had to do in my life, to forgive someone that took my best friend's life. I mean, that was really, 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 really hard to do. But now that I'm in this place and I have forgiven him, it feels better. I mean, it does. It feels better than carrying the weight of not being able to forgive him. I just feel more peaceful. And I feel like I don't have this weight on me anymore where I'm not able to do other things. And it's amazing too how I really kind of feel like unforgiveness and fear goes together, because it's almost like now that I gained the power to forgive, I'm less fearful. You know, so it's just amazing how when you just do the positive things, when you go after that positivity, how it just all together, it just makes you feel so much better. And it relieves you of so much of stress and so much of extra weight, and and it's just it just feels good. And I want you to feel as good as me. I mean, I feel so awesome now, and it's such a good feeling when you can wake up and you're going after the very thing that you want to go after, that you're making your dreams come true each and every day, even if you're not necessarily right at the point that you feel like you want to be at, even if it's not at that level. We've talked about that here on the Queen Amani TV show. It's a blessing for me to come to you every week here on this show, and I have big dreams for this show. I know that it's going to be bigger and better, and every season is going to get bigger and better, and we're going to have some fantastic guests that's going to come on that are going to be great, because we have some great people doing some great things here in the city of Charlotte, and I am just excited already just to know that one day they're going to be here in the castle, and it's just going to be so great. So I'm just so excited about all the great things to come. And now I'm not, you see what happens? Now I'm not worried about all the yucky stuff that I can't control, right? Now I can just think about all the things to come, and I'm so focused on all the bigger and better things, and it feels wonderful. I mean, how do you feel? Have you let all that baggage go? Have you let it go? How do you feel now? Now that your focus have changed and have shifted, and you're making your dreams come true. You're working hard each and every day. It's a great feeling, isn't it? I know it is. And if you haven't shared the things that you're going after and some of the things that you've had to just get through to get to your destiny, to accomplish the things that you're going after, make sure you share it. You can reach out to us here at the Queen Amani TV show. You can email us at queenamanitvshow@gmail.com if you would like to be a guest and come here in the castle. I would love to talk with you. And also we have a Facebook page, the Queen Amani, I believe it's Queen TV show, and that's at Facebook, and also an Instagram page. And you'll be able to see that information here on the show. But make sure you reach out to us. We have various ways you can, and share your story, share what you're going through, and just remember, you have the power of forgiveness in you. You can do it. If Queen Amani was able to forgive some of the things that I went through, you can do it. So make sure you continue to do the great things you're doing. I'm proud of you, and we love you here at the Queen Amani TV show. Tune in next week. Woohoo! We did it!